This video is going to talk about the volume of triangular prisms. The formula for the volume of triangular prisms might be a little bit tricky at first until you really understand what it means. We have V equals capital B times H. Now I know I've told you in the past to be extra careful not to change the capitalization of letters, and this is one of the ways that it starts to become a little bit more important. This is not a lowercase b. Lowercase b means the base of, say, a triangle. So this would be lowercase b. Capital B means the area of the base. So when I look at this formula, I actually have to do something other than just multiplying two numbers times themselves, because first I need to figure out what capital B is. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this first triangular prism. The formula is V equals capital B H. So I need to find the area of the base and multiply it times the height. For triangular prisms and any other prism that has a specific type of shape in its name, the sides are always the bases. So here the triangles are the bases. We need to find the area of the base and multiply it by the height. So let's find the area of the triangle, which has a base of 4 and a height of 6. So I remember that the area of a triangle is half base times height. So what I need to do is I need to plug in 6 and 4. 4 is the base and 6 is the height into my equation, and now I can solve. Well, half of 4 is going to be 2. 2 times 6 is going to be 12. So the area of the base is going to be 12. The height is going to be the distance between the two bases, or, oddly enough, another 12. So now I have V equals 12 times 12. And I've done 12 times 12 enough to know that 12 times 12 is 144 meters cubed. Let's go ahead and take a look at another example. We're going to rewrite the formula again so that we can plug things in. Actually, we've got room down here. V equals capital B times H. So the first thing I need to do is I need to find the area of this triangle. So, area of a triangle, half base times height. Then when I plug that in, it's going to be half 3 is the base, 12 is the height. I can do half of 12, I know that that's 6. So now I have 6 times 3. So my area will be 18. So now for B, the area of the base, I'm going to plug in that 18. Then I need to multiply that by the height, and I'm going to have 18 times 15. So I'm going to go ahead and do the math for that. 8 times 5 is 40. And my volume is going to be 270 inches cubed. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at another example. But in this example, they're not going to tell us, as I try to make sure that's set up right, they're not going to tell us the height of the triangle. So we need to go ahead and we need to figure that out together. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill out the formula, and I need to figure out the area of the base. So when I figure out the area of the base, I need to kind of go off a little bit, and I need to realize that I don't actually know the area of the base. I can't figure it out right now, because to figure out the area of the base would be half base times height. And because I don't know the height, I can't figure out the area of the base. I can figure out the height though. So I'm going to plug in 5 for the height, and I'm going to plug in this 50 for the volume. So now I have 50 equals area of the base times 5. How do I figure out what the area of the base is, well, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that 5. So I'm going to divide by 5 on both sides. That tells me the area of the base is going to be 10, because 50 divided by 5 is 10. So now I'm going to take that 10 and I'm going to put it in for the area. And I'll have 10 equals half, I know the base is 4, times height. And I know that half of 4 is going to be 2. So I have 10 equals 2h. And I know that when I divide by 2 on both sides, my height is going to equal 5 feet. So that my height is 5 feet. And that's how you can solve a problem backwards. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at one more. In this problem, write out the formula. I have the wrong formula. V equals capital B times H. And what I need to do in here is I need to figure out the height of this shape. I can actually figure out the area of the base because I have the base and the height. So let's go ahead and figure out. Here's the area of the triangle. Let's go ahead and plug that in. So the half stays there. The base is 3. The height is 4. So now I have A equals half 3 times 4. Half of 4 is going to be 2. So I know that the area is 2 times 3, or the area is 6. So I'm going to plug in for capital B, 6. I don't know the height. And I'm going to figure out that the volume is 24 yards. So I'm going to plug that in. Now what I need to do is I need to divide by 6 on both sides to get that alone. So I have H equals 24 divided by 6 is 4. So get that label of yards in there, and I'm all set. For your homework tonight, you are going to find the area of a triangular prism where the triangle length is 3 kilometers, the triangle width is 6 kilometers, and the height of the entire prism is 2 kilometers.